I'm very sorry, I'm useless at keeping updates 3 years too late, but never mind, here I am. I'm going to split this video into transition news and updates, and then medical MS treatment part update as well. So let's just get into it straight away. First big milestone to update you on, I am now in my 30s, 31, turning 32 this year. Transition wise, I'll be on my 7th year on testosterone come the end of March 2020. So the biggie change, biggie update for that will be this stuff. Facial hair coming in quite well, better than I actually thought I was ever going to get. It's pretty, I mean, it's patchy still a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with how it's come through. Just trim it every week or so. I've tried letting it grow a little bit, but yeah, I'm quite happy with how that's all turned out. Not so happy with what's going on the top. I did kind of sign up for that, so I can't really complain. I'm still on Nebido. I've been on Nebido for 6 years. I get injected every 3 months. No problems, not had any issues. Quite happy to keep on that. Other big milestones, I've just passed 5 years mark on hysterectomy, and I will be coming up to 5 years post-top surgery this June. Very happy with results. I'll put a couple of pictures up. I had a little bit of a different surgery to what most guys have. I didn't have incisions. I had a liposuction procedure taken. I've covered this in past videos, but just quickly, it was with Mr. Nishaw in Hull. He was quite happy that I only had fat tissue and a minimal amount of breast tissue to remove, so he was quite happy to go in liposuction. I have 2 tiny little scars on the side. You can't see them. I'm pretty happy with results. I've focused in the past year a lot on health, which I'll come to in a little bit later in the video, but food wise, I eat pretty healthily. I've cut out any additional sugar, so I have fruits and things, but I don't have any chocolate, I don't have any cake regularly anyway. If I do, it's once or twice a month. There was one thing I wanted to touch on more so in regards to transition, and I don't know if anyone else relates to this at all, but I'm turning 32 this year. I've got to a point now in transition where I'm comfortable, I'm happy with where I'm at, I'm happy with where I'm going. I'm semi-stealth at work for people who didn't know me before my transition, and people who have met me since, like in the past 5 years or 4 years, 2 years. New people who have started at work completely 100%. And Chris, I'm male, I always have been, no questions asked. But what I've found myself doing, because I'm now in my 30s and I'm concentrating more on work and my life and where I want to go in life, I just feel like I'm behind everyone else who is at my age, who is doing things. And I know that it's not a competition, I know it's not anything like that, it's just transition put my life on hold for those. Well, when did I start? I started transitioning socially at the age of 18, all the way through university. I started physical transition as in my mid-20s while I was working. I went through 2 major surgeries, started testosterone, my entire body's changed, and I just feel like my life was put on hold for those, I'm going to say 10 years. I just feel held back a little bit, and I don't know if anyone else understands that or gets that, but I don't feel disadvantaged at all. I just feel like I'm just a little bit behind everyone else who's in my age group. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I had been born male, would I be further along my career path by now? Would I... It's difficult to say with economics and how the world's gone to shit, but do I feel disadvantaged? I don't know. I mean, life's difficult being a trans person. Life's difficult for anyone, but especially being a trans person, you've got all these different hurdles to overcome before you can just start. I think that's what I'm trying to get to, and it's just been bugging me recently that I'm turning 32 this year and I'm not quite where I thought I ever would be at the age of 32. I mean, I've done a lot. Don't get me wrong, I have done a lot in these past 10 years. But yeah, that's just something that's bugged me recently. And I think in the past year or so, I think since I turned 30, it's been in the back of my mind. And I just didn't know if anyone else had felt that way as well.